everybody, so I'm here today to talk about the upcoming makeup and beauty holiday releases. I have seen so many, they just seem to be coming one after the other after the other. I would absolutely love to get your feedback on these releases. Some of them are specific to holiday, some of them are just coming out for autumn, but they are all sort of coming together, so that's why I'm putting this video together. I'm sure by the time I finish filming there'll be another 3 out, so hopefully there is quite a lot in this video. I don't even know how much I'm going to include before I start because my list is pretty long, so I might cut it down, we'll see how we go. But I would love to hear back from you because last year I did get a lot of holiday releases. It was very expensive for my channel in all honesty, and not every single release was of great interest to you, so I would really love to get feedback on what you really truly want me to get. And I'll also give you my feedback on everything that I think I want to get for the channel and maybe even for myself that I'm really curious about. So I would love to have this chat with you. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Hannah, I'm 48, I'm not a professional, I'm just somebody who really loves makeup and beauty. And here on my channel I show you the latest releases, my favourite looks, and like today, give you any beauty news you might be interested in. If you think you'd enjoy this content, I would be delighted if you did subscribe to my channel. Lots of people tune in without subscribing, so if you could, that would be fantastic. But if you are already subscribed, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry, my voice got then. And that's about it. Let's dive straight into this video. So let's just get one out of the way quickly because I'm not going to launch into a big in-depth chat about this one. We're going to talk quickly and look quickly at pictures of the Louis Vuitton. And the reason I'm not going to go into great detail about this one is because we've already talked quite a lot here on my channel about this in the community tab. And also, if many of you might have seen that I've actually got an upcoming live on Monday. Here is the information, I'll put it up on the screen now. So me and Rebecca from Not Fit for Print Beauty will be joining each other. We are both really good friends, we've got so much in common, we have really similar ways of thinking when it comes to beauty, and to be honest with you, the way we do everything, we really do align in the way that we think. So I think that me and Rebecca are the perfect people to chat to you because I also feel like my audience and my community, you tend to be Rebecca fans, that's what our thinking is. So I think you probably know both of us, there's a good chance you know both of us. If not, if you don't know Rebecca, then hopefully you'll get to know Rebecca. So I'm really looking forward to that chat with you, but we're not just going to be talking about the Louis Vuitton launch, we're going to be talking generally about the price hikes and the price of the Louis Vuitton, because obviously that's quite an issue as well. But that sort of pushed us to the edge of talking about it. But behind the scenes, me and Rebecca have been chatting about prices, how much to buy for our channels, how much you think we should get, etc, etc. How can we possibly keep going even with these prices? So we want to hear your input on what you'd like us to do, but we'd also like to hear your input on how it's affecting you. So just a general chat on that. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that's Monday night. It's going to be afternoon. It's going to be 5 PM UK time, but in Rebecca's time it's actually 9 AM because Rebecca is based in LA. So hopefully I'll see you there. So let's now, if I just move myself over, let's look at some of the pictures from the Louis Vuitton release. I do have an absolute ton of these pictures, so I'm not going to show you them all, we'll just quickly look at them. So I think this will pretty much show you the whole release. So this first picture here, very big thank you by the way to the new account I've been following on Instagram, Glowscope1. All of the channels I get information from, by the way, are linked below, information below in my description, so if you want to find them, I'm ever so grateful to them for the fabulous information they do provide for us. So here we have pretty much the whole collection. So you can see here all of the different eyeshadows in their cases. These can be bought as with the cases, and then you can buy refills. I will tell you the prices. If you haven't heard it 1,000 times already, I will tell you them at the end. And then the next picture here is a close-up of just the eyeshadows. So if I was looking at this, funnily enough, I'd be drawn instantly to the one with a pop of green, but it's just got one green and it's got a gold, which sort of makes it not so great for me. So probably the one that would interest me the most would be the blue from here. There's nothing that really screams at me here colour-wise or combination-wise that makes me think, wow, I absolutely have to save up and get one of these because I would need to, I think. Anyway, they look nice, the packaging looks gorgeous as you'd expect. And then we have 50 lipsticks. I don't know if these are all of them here, I very much doubt it actually. But these are some of the reds there, and then we have some of the browns, more of the reds, more of the browns, brownie pinks, reds. Maybe I do have them all. Anyway, there's a fair few of them. We can see the lipsticks have got beautiful cases, quite similar to the Pat McGrath cases, if you look at the Pat McGrath cases with that section in the middle. And they are going to be refillable as well. And there's also going to be lip balms, and these are the lip balms. And I do believe, I do have pictures, there's going to be cases and lots of leather goods that you can get with it. So if you're a Louis Vuitton collector, this might be where you become very interested in this collection, because we have this lovely round case which probably costs the same as my house, and you can put lipsticks in there. And then we have these bags, these little keychain bags for putting your lipsticks in, which do look adorable, and I would happily buy one if they were, I don't know, if I was paying less than £80 for lipstick plus case, maybe I'd consider it, but I don't even want to ask what the price of that is. There's a few more things here. I think there's blotting tissues with a case here, and is there some brushes? I didn't know they were doing, oh, brushes in a case. Gosh, okay, really going all in here, let's face it. And that's about it, I suppose. So I've written down the prices which we are expecting. This isn't confirmed because we haven't had an actual confirmation of the prices. What we have had is people going into store in various different countries and guessing the prices. So what I've done is I've taken down the prices from somebody who went into a US store, and I've converted them into pounds, according to Alexa, my iPad. No, I've said that. No, she's not. Well done. Okay, so the Louis Vuitton lipstick is going to be $160, just $160, and it's going to be £119 if with the current conversion rate. And the refill on the lipstick is going to be $68 or £51, which makes it much more affordable. So are you investing in the case and then you just have expensive refills? Because we do pay around £50 for high-end lipsticks like Chantecaille. It's how you see it. Is the case for life? Is it something that can gain value? Is it something that's worth having as an investment? I don't know. That's something we need to chat about on Monday. Lip balms, I don't know if they're refillable. I just don't know. But they're going to be $162, which means that the UK price will be $119, which is just crazy for a lip balm, isn't it? And then the eyeshadows, £250 for the eyeshadow quad. 200, sorry, did I say pounds? $250, gosh, did I say pounds? Anyway, $250 is 186 British pounds. So that is huge, but the bulk of this price is that case, because the refill is $92 and in pounds that's £68. So, you know, we pay 100 for a Tom Ford quad, so a refill of a Louis Vuitton, £68 minus the case. But the case is, I don't know. I mean, I'd like to see these cases to see, are they going to completely blow my mind? They do. I would expect them to be very heavy, very, very luxe. Probably the most expensive looking case I've ever had in my life. So it really depends whether you want to make these investments, but this is definitely something I know that has caused a lot of hysteria. I can see why people want it. I can see why people hate the idea of it. And I can also see why it's just out of everyone's price range, because let's face it, it is. But anyway, I'm not going to say any more about that. I'll leave that until we talk on Monday. But for the time being, it's a no from me. But feel free to tell me to get it if you want me to. I could think about refills at some point to look at formulas. I don't know. I keep changing my mind on it. But anyway, let's move on. So I'll just start quickly with a brand that I've never heard of because they are absolutely brand new. They haven't launched in the UK, but they have told me they will be shipping internationally at some point. And that is from, here's the pictures, I'll pop them up now. You may have already even ordered these from US Sephora. But this is the celebrity makeup artist, the underpainting technique queen, Mary Phillips. So if you follow her, you will have seen her underpainting techniques. I personally haven't, actually, I'll be honest with you. So I would need to look into that before I try it. But I do love underpainting and I love the concept of this makeup. So this underpainting palette is going to be $64, or it currently is. And this will have a colour corrector, 2 contour shades and 2 highlighters. And you can get it in light, medium and deep. And then there's a brush specifically for the underpainting, which is $38. And then there's a cheeky cream blush, $36. a cream blush brush, $36 as well. And then a Lip Siggy hydrating lipstick, $26, and the overlining pencil. So the blush and the lip products slightly interest me, but the underpainting palette really interests me. So that launched on August the 15th in Sephora and on their website, I believe, so you can get it now. So have you tried it? I've heard from a few of you who've ordered it, so I'd love to hear how you're getting on with it, because I'm definitely curious about trying that face palette. But as I said, it's not available for us to purchase here in the UK at the moment, and if it becomes available, I think I'll be trying that. Maybe feedback will change my mind, we shall see. So we have another setting spray, and this one is coming from Laura Mercier, who is well known for her setting products, and this is going to be a translucent hydrating setting spray, Ultra Blur, powered by Air Continuous Setting Spray that provides 24 hours hydration and wear while instantly blurring the skin. 98.5% skincare based formula, wears comfortably while staying smudge, transfer, crease, fade and waterproof. And it controls shine for up to 24 hours with a truly translucent natural finish without feeling dry, sticky, tacky or tight. So that sounds like it's absolutely perfect for me. This is going to be $39. I don't know when it'll get to us. We're still waiting here in the UK to be able to get the new under eye setting powders, which I really want to try. I cannot see them anywhere in the UK. If you're aware of it anywhere, please let me know. I do want to try those. I think I would like to try this, even though I feel like we've had quite a lot of good setting sprays and I love the one size melt one, but maybe I would try that one. It does sound very good and everything it promises just sounds so perfect that I am quite tempted by that one. So what are your thoughts on that? Anyway, the next one is a definite holiday one, and look at this. Look at the beauty of this. Clé de Peau. I mean, Clé de Peau came out with the most beautiful collection last Christmas. As far as I was concerned, it was the prettiest collection of the entire holiday season. I loved it. And I have to say, I think this probably has a good chance of being the prettiest again. Plus, look at the colours. I love that. We have a pink, we have a lilac-y purple, and we have a sort of bronze and a lighter, maybe taupe. They look like they're going to be quite shimmery. They're very, very appropriate for the season with the shimmers, but we know that they won't have big impact. They'll be very soft, they won't be high impact. I know that. They won't be very pigmented, but it's Clé de Peau and it's gorgeous. So I know I want this. You don't have to say to me, please get this, but I do know that Clé de Peau doesn't tend to launch in the UK very quickly. Last year I think I ordered from Bloomingdale's and I was able to get it, paying £20 shipping or something silly. But it does get here eventually. I definitely want it. Did you get it last year and did you love it? I just think they're like worth collecting because they're so pretty. I love them. And there's an example of spending about £100 on something that I personally think is worth it compared with the Louis Vuitton. So I don't have any more information on that for you, but I just had that picture, so I wanted to show it to you because I think it looks stunning. So next, Givenchy. So Givenchy last year, I loved the 9 pan, but I have to say I'm not massively excited by the look of this 9 pan colour story. I think it's the gold and the bronze and the two sort of white shades in that eyeshadow. Have I got a close-up? Yeah, I have. Here's a close-up. I'm just really fed up of seeing gold everywhere. It's like we've had gold for spring, summer, winter. Just, I'm fed up of it. I don't like gold. I don't know. I mean, maybe the bottom three are all matte when I said there's a bronze, so maybe that's okay. And it is holiday appropriate to have gold. I'm just not that excited by the look of this one, but I do love their formulas, so I might get it. Do you want me to get it? What do you think? And what else do we have? Are these highlighters? Let me look at the details. The cases on the highlight, if they are highlighters, look gorgeous with the gold. And then we have that bag, which might be a gift with purchase. So I do have some more information. The shades in this are going to be Mauve Beige, Metallic, I'll put a picture up again of the eyeshadow, Gold Light Pearl, Nude Beige Satin, Twilight Pearl, which is a pearl, Crystal Greys, which is a metallic, Starry Night, which is a satin, Soft Brown Satin, Camel Brown Matte, so the Camel Brown is a matte, and then Taupe Beige, which is a matte. We're also getting 2 lipsticks, if I take you to the page of the full collection, a Smoky Brown Red and a Bright Red. Smoky Brown maybe, Bright Red no way as far as I'm concerned. And it's going to be a new powder actually, Prisme Libre Face Powder. Oh, hold on a minute. Number 15, Iridescent Veil. Now what if this isn't glowy? We have a loose face powder, is that what it is? A loose face powder, and the shades in that look quite good for me. Ooh, okay, that's caught my attention. Interested in the powder for sure. Prisme Libre highlighter, number 17, which is going to be the next one in their highlighter collection. I love their highlighters. This one's going to be champagne with yellow gold. No thank you, not for me, that will not work, that's a definite no. But powder, definitely. Do you know, that's all I'm interested in from this collection, I have to be honest. But anyway, what are your thoughts? It says this launches October 10th in Japan, so I have no idea when we'll get this. It took us about 6 months to get the spring launch here in the UK. So anyway, let's move on to another beautiful leak of another highlighter from Givenchy. So I think these might be coming before. These are more the fall autumn releases. This is just a single release, I believe, but look at these look stunning, and it's that pink I want, funnily enough. So this says this will be, yeah, full highlighter blush. Oh, it's a blush, okay, so it's a highlighter blush. Gives cheeks a fresh flush and a radiant light reflecting finish, silky blendable and oh so luxurious. It's your new glow to go for day or night. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Definite yes for me with that pinky one. It looks beautiful. Don't want the other one because it looks like it might be a bit gold on my skin tone, even though it's white and gold mixed, so I don't know, that could work on fair to light to medium. I just love pink, and it does say it's like a blush, so I'll use it as a glowy blush. Maybe the other one's intended like a bronzy highlight. Anyway, I think I'll just get the pink. What do you think? And from La Mer we have new lip balms, and I've got to say I'm a bit surprised that they're coming in autumn with lip balms, because surely spring summer is the season of the lip balm and we should be moving into different lipsticks now. So I feel like we've been drowning in lip balms and lip masks and lip puddings and god, every lip product you can imagine, and these are going to cost a fortune with very little pigment. But anyway, it says history in the making for fall and winter. La Mer debuts its first ever lip product. So the La Mer tinted lip balm, luxurious hydration meets a wash of colour in 4 shades. I don't have any information on the date, and I'm expecting these to cost a fortune. I think the packaging looks gorgeous. They do look quite pigmented though when you look at that one picture I've got there of the pigment next to it. So they could be very nice products. I do like the look of that rose, but I don't know if I'm excited enough to spend money on it. What do you think? And now for something from One Size, which I know I'm interested in, called Boucle Silk, an airbrushed finishing powder. I love good finishing powders, and because I am so completely obsessed with the One Size melt spray, it makes me think, because this is like the perfect finishing spray for me, this could be such a nice combination to try the 2 together. So this says it will give you a silk finish, sheer dimensional coverage, it will blur your pores and give you all day wear. So One Size are really well known for their setting in general. So upgrade to airbrushed, it says here in this picture. That's the only information I've got, but it does say launching September 4th. It was on their website actually. You can register for early access, I believe, if you go on their website. So definitely interested in that one, definitely. Now to another Christmas release, and this one is from Lancome. And this one looks like we're getting a blush and, is it a face palette? Let me look at the details. We're getting 2 lipsticks left and right, which I think, or are they just 2 holders to put your lipsticks in? I don't know if it comes with it or not. But anyway, here's a picture of the shades. So there's more than, oh, so they're showing the lipstick shades in the picture here. So it must be coming with those 2 lipstick shades. I love Lancome lipsticks. They're one of my favourite lipsticks, and I love the packaging of the lipsticks now. This packaging I think is very unique. It's a bit bulky, but it is pink. And it's got very nice embossing on it, but I don't know if I like the look of it as much as the launch from last year. But I have to say, my number 1 launch from last year was Lancome, and this looks like it's got a blue shade in it again. Is it a bit repetitive from last year? But is it worth me getting it to compare it to last year for you? Is that an excuse for me to buy it because I like the look of it? Lancome, great Mini Adier Premium Palette is here to bring pure 1930s glamour to your holiday season. The limited edition 2025 treasure doubles as a chic jewelry-inspired case and an elegant beauty essential with 4 luxurious eyeshadows, a radiant blush, 2 classic lipsticks and a double-sided applicator. Everything you need for party-ready looks in one dazzling clutch. I've got to admit, I feel quite sold on this. I can't see me resisting it. What are your thoughts? I don't have a price, but I'm guessing it's going to be quite pricey with the lipsticks and that big case, but it is, what a nice present that would be. If you want to spoil somebody. I love the fact that it's got a blue, a light blue. We had the rich deep blues last year, now we're getting a light blue. I do like that, and I like light blue with brown together on the eyes. I think that's gorgeous, and the colour of the cheek, the blush looks really nice. The lipsticks, a little bit wary about that rich reddy shade. The other shade looks fine. Maybe you could wear them together, mute them down. I'm selling this to myself here, aren't I? Anyway, tell me your thoughts. Next we move on to YSL. So it looks like we're getting a special packaging for one of the Libra perfumes. Maybe it's just the classic Libra, that's what they did last year. So if you are a Libra fan, or you've got a friend or family member or a loved one who is, then that could be a nice buy. I love Libra, it's one of my favourite perfumes ever. And then we have some lip products and one eyeshadow. Is showing here the eyeshadow, the face palette, which is already launched as part of this collection, but I don't know why, because it doesn't have the gold on it and it's already launched, so I don't know why that's there. And then we have these lipsticks in the gold cases. Now last year, because of the packaging, I went for the YSL lipsticks and I was so unimpressed with them and I never went back to them. And also with the oils, the plumping oils we had this year, I hardly used them compared to other ones. It's the packaging that's selling it. The eyeshadow shades look really boring to me. Have I got a close-up? So here's a set, I think, so you can buy one of the current, that looks like Nude Lavalier. Maybe it's Nude Lavalier blush with lipstick and you can buy it in a set in a pretty gold box. So nice gifts. These are nice gifts for people. There's one mascara, is that liner and balm maybe. So a few different options looking through these. A mini perfume set. Then we have the Libra there with a lipstick. Mini Libra, big Libra. So this says the 9th holiday lineup unveils the sparkling Yves Saint Laurent Beauté Christmas Coffret 2024. A luxurious curation of YSL's most iconic pieces. From radiant lip colours and couture-inspired eyeshadow to glowing face palettes and timeless fragrances. So is this just a celebration of what they already do in fancy packaging? In which case I've got to skip it. I've got to be sensible. I can't buy these just for the cases. Their eyeshadow formulas are fantastic. I'm not personally a big fan of the lip products because they are not pigmented enough. I do like a little bit more pigment. I think they're very nourishing and I know they're popular, but for me personally, not so much. The face palette I loved, and certainly that eyeshadow quad looks boring to me. But would you like me to review that? If there's anything I was going to review from this whole collection, it would be the eyeshadow palettes because that's what I like to review. So let me know, do you want me to review it? And if those lip glosses that look sparkly in the top picture there, in the top right, if they're new and I don't have them, I might pick up one of those. That's my current thinking because they both look quite pretty. Anyway, let me know. So something launching from Haus Labs, not particularly holiday, but coming up now for the autumn fall period, we have contour sticks. I do love a contour stick, and looking at the picture, it's looking like the 2 lightest shades look really cool. In fact, the first one, the second one, and the fourth one look very cool actually. So cool tone people, we could be in luck here. I'd probably just go for the lightest, even though the second one looks really good as well. I might get the first one. If I love it, I might try the other one to see. I'll see how I feel. But I definitely want to try one of these. Here's a picture of them swatched on the arm here. So it's Chisel and Profile are the 2 I'm thinking of for me. But Profile should be my best shade. So I'll probably just get Profile and possibly move up to Chisel so I can try the 2 together, or I don't know. I do love contour, and because I'm cool tone, sometimes they can work as my bronzer and my contour. So Haus Labs is levelling up the sculpt game with their all new precision sculpt shaping balm contour stick. Think of it as shapewear for your face, seamless, invisible and oh so flattering. The buttery blendable formula melts into the skin, giving you medium coverage, a soft matte finish and all day wear up to 12 hours, infused with skin loving ingredients, 9 flattering shades. What do you think? Are you a contour wearer? I mean, looking at the image here, is it one of the, it looks a bit like the, no, I was going to say it looks like the Charlotte Tilbury with a sponge on the top, but I don't think it is. Maybe it's just a roll up and it's like smooth cream pen. So I think that's what it is. I don't know, I'll have to wait and see, but I know I'm going to try it, so I will review it. And you can go on the House Labs website and you can register for to be notified on launch day, which I have done. Now for something everyone has been begging for so long. I think this has to be one of the most anticipated launches ever and of the entire year, if not the last few years, and this is the Natasha Denona High Glam Foundation. We are finally getting one and it looks like it's going to be an absolute beauty actually. In fact, I just put out some information yesterday because I'm an affiliate with Natasha Denona, even though I haven't linked my code recently because I'm having problems working something out with it. But anyway, I should have a 15% off discount code, and in theory it is my full name, Hannah Bevan Mohafel, which I'll put on the screen for you now in case it's ever useful to you. I don't actually know if it's working or if they've changed it because they've moved affiliate companies. Anyway, I digress. Let me just quickly look at the information I did put out yesterday if you missed it. So this will be available from August 28th on the Natasha Denona website. Continuing Natasha's complexion legacy with High Glam Concealer, she now is coming out with the High Glam Foundation. She is going to come out with a whopping 52 shades, perfectly matched to the concealer. So if you know your concealer shade, you've already worked out your foundation shade, unless you like to go up one or down one with your foundation and concealer. And these are, and this really excites me, powered by Korean technology and formulated in world-leading Italian labs. I mean, what a combination, what a partnership that is. Expect the perfect fusion of high-performance skincare and radiant glam for every skin type, suitable for everyone, hydrating, blurring, long wear, and it's a serum foundation, my favourite type of foundation, delivering radiant, creaseless, skin-like coverage whilst also repairing and smoothing over time. So this year has been the year of glowy foundations, and maybe with some things, like I said with the lip balm, oh, we've had loads of them, we don't need more of them. This one, I feel like, is this going to be the cherry on the top? We've had some beauties this year, we really have, and I'm starting to actually love the Tom Ford Radiance, which I did tell you a few times if you missed it. I'm finding ways of making that work for me now. In fact, I'm wearing it today. So, is this going to be the best of the best? I will certainly be getting this, absolutely, the second it launches, and I cannot wait to test this out. So are you as excited as me? Does this interest you? I would love to hear your thoughts. And we have some very shiny looking eyeshadow sticks coming from Tower 28. Tower 28 has recently launched in Sephora UK, if you're not aware of that. So we are getting the products coming to Sephora UK now, which makes it much more accessible for us. And I do know a number of their products are very, very popular. I feel again like we've had so many eyeshadow sticks and none of these colours look particularly unique, including the one I'm most drawn to, which obviously is Garden when you look at this. I'm drawn to Garden, to Avalon and maybe Troubadour. I don't know if I'll be able to resist Garden because anything lilac-y and I just have to try it, but I feel like I've just got the Fenty one and I love it. And I've tried just about everything lilac. But I think if I get the chance to get Garden and maybe Avalon, I might get those two. Although Bungalow looks nice, but I'm wondering if it's too goldy for me. I don't like gold, but that looks peachy gold almost. Anyway, I probably won't get that. Troubadour looks nice. So does Viper. Oh dear. I'm gonna have to be careful there. Which shades there, if I was to review any, would you like me to get? Help me trim my list. Anyway, that is launching August 26th, so it's certainly in the US. I don't know if we'll get it at Sephora UK that quickly, but it's launching soon. So these say they last up to 12 hours and they're only going to be $20, so very good value. And it says high impact shimmer, glides on smoothly and no fallout. So this sort of one and done type of look, which I like to use for say a bronzer. So that's a maybe. And now for one that's probably a strong yes for me, coming from Dolce & Gabbana. They're now coming out with a concealer in that beautiful packaging with a heart. I don't know if you remember, they came with that, came out with a foundation that had a heart on the front like that. So I love it. I want to buy it for the heart. I know that's terrible, but I do. Anyway, let's look at the information. This is the concealer is coming on the horizon. It says, get ready to highlight, conceal and glow with a finish that lasts as long as you do. Oh, okay. Do I have any more information? I've got the shades. Here's a picture of the shades worn on all of these ladies' arms. So it looks like we're getting quite a comprehensive shade range, which is excellent. That's all I've got. I don't have a date, I just know it's coming. Sorry, that's all I can tell you. But I will be keeping my eye out for that. Are you interested in trying that one? I can't imagine there being a huge interest, but maybe you are. And then Gucci coming out with a glow skin tint. Now, we've just had the Armani one, which was fabulous, and I love the Gucci Cushion Foundation, so I'm guessing I would like to try this. But I have to say, we are about to hit autumn. We are about to move out of the lip balm skin tint period, unless you're on the other side of the world and you're watching in Australia. So this is, you know, not just Australia, but you know what I mean. If you are moving into the warmer months, this is music to your ears. If you're not, like me, I'm just sort of thinking, can I start moving into slightly heavier products, or can I just use all of the lovely radiant products we've had this year? I don't need another skin tint. We have a million. And I really like the Armani one. But having said it, it is Gucci. It does say a radiant skin perfector. It does sound right up my street. Any information on this? It looks like they're launching other things going by this picture. Is that a new blush? Looks a bit too pink if it is. Anyway, this is going to be a 24-hour hydrating radiant skin perfector, a skin tint that delivers effortless radiance whilst keeping your skin hydrated all day long. With its lightweight texture, it enhances your natural glow, evens out the complexion and perfects the skin with a luminous finish lasting up to 24 hours. So I can't see what's in this picture. It's a picture of the skin tint along with same type of packaging with the gold edge and the sort of shooting lines with the stars on the blush, and maybe a new highlighter. Or is it just showing pictures of current ones and they're changing the packaging to match the skin tint? Maybe that's it, because there's no information. Anyway, I might try it. Do you want me to try it? Let me know. And then we have a massive launch coming out from MAC. Now MAC, I think, have had a fantastic year this year. They've come out with some really, really good releases, and this looks like quite a comprehensive launch. It does, I don't know if you're going to like the colour, that sort of minty, shiny, metallic green. It's different, but I'm not sure if I suppose it's like icy, so it's giving that winter vibe. Here's the second page. Wow, they are coming out with loads. Wowzers. So these are gift sets, aren't they? Not new products. So what's the information? We are getting a Sugar Crystal Lip Oil Stick, Lip Glass Air, 3 new shades. That's a lovely formula. New Maximal Lips Slick Satin Lipsticks, 3 new shades. Jerry Shine, is that what it's really called? Eyeshadow, okay. 3 shades. Bounce and Grime Highlighter, 3 shades. MAC of All Trade Brush Kit. Magnificent Eyeshadow Palette. And that's going to be 50, it says euros. I've got these prices written down in euros. I haven't given you the other prices, but I'm just letting you know the eyeshadow. The lip duo, a new lip duo, glass, everything else is duos and gifts, so I won't go into all of those because you can see that on that picture. So I'm not sure, if I'm honest, if I'm massively drawn to anything on the page here. I'm not. I have to be honest about this, I'm not. But I've seen something else coming from MAC I'm really interested in, so let's move on to that one. But anyway, give me your thoughts on this holiday collection. The packaging, the colours, does it interest you? It doesn't really interest me, I have to say. And the duos, they will make nice gifts, especially the lip products. I'm wearing MAC lip today. I'm wearing a liner and a lipstick from MAC, which I love. Love their lip products, I really do. So is it worth trying? Probably. Or gifting rather. Lovely stocking filler ideas actually. Or if you're doing little gifts in work for your colleagues or friends, Good idea. I haven't got to MAC yet. I'm just going in order of what I've got here, but we will get to another MAC release. And this next release I've got to show you is from Tom Ford. So we are getting another eyeshadow quad, one that looks quite similar to my beloved Black Diamond, apart from it looks a bit warmer. So how can I not get something that looks like Black Diamond, but it's a bit warmer? So it's not got that inner corner shade that I love in the Black Diamond, but it looks like it's got that same incredible topper, and it's got that deep matte which will work as a liner. But would it be a liner shade that makes me look ill? So is this one I should skip? I think if I'm going to be really sensible, it probably is a colour story I should skip. But if they're colours that suit you, I'd recommend getting it all day long, because you're going to get that wet finish, gorgeous, fabulous glow from that top right shade there, which is the most gorgeous topper I think I've ever had in an eyeshadow quad. I love them. And if you like those shades, they will work beautifully. I think Tom Ford eyeshadows are phenomenal. And then we're getting lipsticks, which look incredibly similar here. But anyway, the information is, this is the Soleil Holiday collection. And we have this snowy backdrop, which is exactly what we had last year, because you've seen me pull out my Black Diamond many times. It looks exactly the same, to be fair. And this eyeshadow quad will be called 01SN Chalet Mink. So this has warmth and transparent colours. The tones feel cosy without leaning too yellow. Smooth, creamy formula that blends like a dream, as we know. So, and then the lips, we've got Peak Glamour, which is a raspberry mauve. We've got Rose Diva, which is a deep terracotta, and then Fireside, which is a gently tinted plum. Now I hear the descriptions actually. I do like the sound of tinted plum. That would be the one that might interest me for autumn winter actually, so I might get one of those. I don't know what I'm going to do about Chalet Mink, because it's so like Black Diamond. I feel like I have to get it. Anyway, what do you think? Let me know. So I haven't got a release date for this, but I'm guessing it'll probably... Last year we got the leaks on this, and then it didn't come for a good few months, so it might be a while actually. In fact, we might have an autumn fall release before that, which is what happened last year, so we'll have to wait and see on that. So here is the launch from MAC that has grabbed my attention. So just take a look at this. Look at these colours. Look at these glitters. Look at these shimmers. Look at that metallic green. Look at them. Look at these. I mean, wowzers. Obviously I want the greens and that sort of, isn't that like a bluey grey? Oh, I don't want the warm ones, I know that. But there's such an array of colours. Shade shifting chromes. Oh yes, please, I'll have all of you. So what is this? This is the autumn winter collection, not the holiday. So this one looks much more exciting. A dazzling collection of rich tones, bold textures, chromatic effects, just in time for the season. So we're getting 10 shades of liquid eyeshadow, either in glitter or metallic finish. And then the single eyeshadow, 29 shades in glitter, metallic or shade shift chrome. Wowzers. And that's coming out October the 3rd. I want that the second I can get it. MAC often launches late here, so we might not get it October 3rd in the UK, but when we do get it, 100% diving into that. So looking at the colours I've shown you, I'll put them all up on the screen of the eyeshadows. Which of the eyeshadows has got your attention? If we look at all of them now on the screen. If I can fit them in. I'm trying to squeeze them in, presumably as I edit. Looking back at the liquid ones, which of these shades is calling your name? I've got to admit, quite a few are calling my name. So that's a definite yes for the whole collection. I won't get everything obviously, but I'm going to dive in and get a couple of things. The shade shifting chromes, it's going to be hard for me to resist all three of those because I love things like that. And next we have a Dior release, and I do think I've got more up-to-date information on this one. Let me just check. Yeah, I'll put this picture up. This is the most recent picture I've got of the holiday collection coming from Dior. So these, I believe, are never new shades. They're just formulated into palettes for the holidays. So The top left picture there is showing a face palette, and the top right is showing eyeshadows, which all look like mattes to me, unless that central one is possibly a shimmer. And looking at the pictures below, it's looking like we're getting different colours. These, for me, if you're not someone like me who buys each Dior collection or something from each Dior collection throughout the year, this is a perfect way to test out Dior and have something absolutely beautiful. This is a perfect thing to gift somebody if there's a colour story that works for them. But for somebody like me who tends to have all the Dior collections, or if you're like me and you pick out 1 or 2 products from their collections throughout the year, I don't see the point of getting this unless it's just a question of being in love with the packaging. I don't think these shades are going to be anything you don't already have in your Dior collection. I didn't get it last year or the year before, and I don't think I'll be getting it this year. These are really expensive, and I know that they'll have a holiday launch with their eyeshadows. They're bound to, they always do, and I will be getting that instead. So this is a no from me, but it's not a no, I think it's rubbish. It's a no, I just don't need it in my collection. I don't think it's useful to you if I do it. I mean, this one I'm looking at now, yeah. So here's a closer look at the face palette just quickly, so you can see the lip products as well. So this is giving you cheeks, highlights, bronze, blush, eyes, lips, comprehensive face palette, and it looks stunning. It's a gorgeous clutch. So, and there's the limited edition eyeshadow palette, it says. It does look absolutely gorgeous. So the eyeshadows, it says, are inspired by festive lights and winter romance, and the 14 colour face palette, a complete holiday look in one luxurious palette, as we've said, really. So no details on launch date, but that's coming up. Do you desperately want me to review anything from that? If you do, please let me know, but my current thinking is no, I'm not going to. I've just seen a new perfume from Jo Malone, which has really caught my attention. I loved the Jo Malone holiday, when I say holiday, I meant summer. I took it on holiday. I loved that perfume so much, but this one I saw straight away peach at the top, and I was like, hold on a minute, and look at this packaging. Look at the bottle, look at the lid, isn't it gorgeous? And the notes in this, it looks like you can get it in the full size and a smaller size, maybe for travel. So the details on this is sandalwood and spiced apricot, which sounds beautiful for this time of year, well, moving into autumn, I mean. A warm, playful blend that captures the joy of festive evenings. This is supposed to be very much holiday. Think fireside laughter, card games, and comforting drinks. And it's got a picture of a peach, so peachy drinks. Apricot. Velvety apricot meets a twist of cardamom and nutmeg. Oh, this sounds absolutely gorgeous. Grounded in creamy sandalwood, patchouli and soft vanilla, sweetly spiced and totally addictive. So the top notes are apricot, cardamom and nutmeg. The heart notes are mate leaf and sandalwood, and the base notes patchouli, labdanum and vanilla. And this one will be limited edition. Do I want to get this? Absolutely, all day long. Yes, please, sign me up. I want to get that. What are your thoughts? Does that one appeal to you? That one really appeals to me, and I was so blown away by the one this summer, so I'm getting that one all day long. And there's just a couple of advent calendars to show you now, so I definitely won't be getting these, and for me personally, I think advent calendars are a good way to introduce you to a brand, or if maybe you want to gift it to somebody. So Benefit have a huge Grocer advent calendar. It's called Grocer, but it doesn't look like they're making it look foodie like they did last year. So you are getting a good selection of their best products, basically their skincare, their eyebrow products, their blushes, and it looks like some cleansing pads and all sorts of bits and pieces. So here's another picture of all the products you're getting in it. So I'm just quickly showing you these. I don't review advent calendars. It says this one will be worth over $295, but it doesn't say what it'll cost. Launching September 1st. So for me, these are good sort of introductions, or if you're completely out of makeup and you love the brand, it could be worth it. I do have another advent calendar, I think, to show you, but I've next got in my list one of the Hourglass holiday palettes, which seems to be launching early. So here's the pictures. Let's see what the shades are in this. We're getting Soft Light, Finishing Powder, Iridescent Coral, which I've definitely already got somewhere, the blush, Iridescent Rose, I've got that somewhere, Mood Exposure, I'm sure that's not new, I'm sure it's not, Supernatural Strobe Light Highlighter, I don't know, Glistening Bronze Light Bronzer, possibly new, because I think some of these are supposed to be new shades. I'm sure I've got all of those blush shades. This doesn't look like particularly good for cool tone. I don't know, the bronze isn't a disaster for me. I think this colour story will work for me, but it could be a bit too deep. But when you see the picture of it on this beautiful woman, I think it works very nicely on her in an extremely soft way. And here's another picture here with someone with a deeper skin tone. I think it looks nicer on the lady with a deeper skin tone, to be honest. I probably will get this one because I always review these. So this one is launching on the 5th of September, app only. I don't know if that means Sephora, or does it mean on the Hourglass website? If it says app only, it's probably Sephora. So the Horse Edition palette will have a mixture of new and best-selling shades, it says. So some of them might be new, but looking at it, I think the only ones that might be new are those sort of bronzer highlighter shade. I don't think the blushes are new, but feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But I probably will get it, even though I'm not massively drawn to it, I have to admit. Here's the next advent calendar in my list, the MAC advent calendar. This looks massive. So I think this would be a great gift actually, because you get MAC lip glosses and lipsticks. You're also getting some of their skincare, which is phenomenal. I love their skincare. And then you're getting just extra bits and pieces like some classic eyeshadow shades. Here's a close-up picture. Eye patches. We're getting any brushes? We're getting pencils for the lips presumably. And we're getting eyeshadow pens, liner. This looks like a really nice makeup set actually. This would make a really nice gift to somebody, and all of these products are very, very good. I can absolutely say that. They are really good. So I certainly wouldn't get this, but would this make a nice gift for somebody? Absolutely. It would really stock you up. I won't go through the full list. I've got it written down, but you don't want to hear a full readout of that, do you? But you can see from the picture, it's quite comprehensive, that one. So I do think that one would be worth gifting to somebody who might benefit from it. Going backwards on my list now, moving away from the Christmas releases. I'm all over the place with this video. And we have another setting spray. Yes, we have another one. This has been a year of non-stop setting sprays. This one is from Danessa Myricks though, and this is going to be the Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm Spray. So if you love the balm, the blurring balm, this is the liquid formula. So this could be worth trying. This really could. So this is the ultimate game changer for long wear lovers, a blurring mattifying setting spray with a skin loving performance of the iconic Yummy Skin Balm. So it's exactly what I said. It will control shine and mattify without drying. It will blur your imperfections like a soft focus filter, set your makeup for all day wear, and will infuse your skin it's infused with skin loving ingredients for a comfortable weightless finish. This is another one that sounds really, really good. This one and the Laura Mercier. I bet I can get this one more quickly than Laura Mercier, so I'll probably get this one and then skip the Laura Mercier. But yeah, I don't have a date for it, but I know Danessa is putting out teasers about this all over the place, so I'm sure it's coming soon. I think I'll get it. What do you think? We have a holiday eyeshadow launch from Dolce Gabbana. We have 3 different heart shapes with that gorgeous heart like we had on the concealer and the foundation, that beautiful heart. You already know where I'm going with this on the case. So we have 3 different colorways, and for me the immediate one I'm drawn to is the one on the left, which is the cool tone. So you can see some arm swatches of the 3 palettes here. So the far right is that cool one that I'm really interested in. I think that looks absolutely stunning. The cool one. The other 2 look quite boring, I have to be honest. So we have a sort of classic brown neutral there in the middle on the swatches, and then a pinky one. I'm not interested in those personally, but I'm absolutely interested in that cool tone one. So again, I don't have a price or a date for that one, but I think they look beautiful, and I have to say I'm much more drawn to those than I am the Louis Vuitton. And we are getting with these, looks like one, I don't know if we're getting, yeah, we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 shades. Not 4, and it's in a heart, and I bet you it's a fraction of the cost. So yes please, I would like to try that. We also have another perfume which I'm going to mention quickly, but I'm not interested in this one at all if you know me, because it's an oud, but it's a chocolate oud. So if you like the Kayali Oudgasm, this is going to be Oudgasm Chocolate. So this says, dive into decadence with the newest Kayali fragrance, a sultry gourmand dream that's both edible and irresistible, opens with a spiced rum and caramel apple, melts into a velvety orris and incense, and finishes with rich dark cocoa and chocolate oud. If it didn't have the chocolate oud at the end, I would be probably very much considering this one. I cannot stand oud. So this one's coming in a black bottle. Nice sort of gift for somebody over Christmas maybe. And today actually launched 2 primers from Fenty. We have the Grip Trip and the Grip Mattifying Primer and Hydrating Primer. So the hydrating one will hydrate and smooth and give you a hydrated natural finish. And the Grip one will instantly mattify for a blurred finish and control surface oil and shine. Well, this literally launched this morning from Fenty. I ordered both and I am planning on doing a video where I will test both side by side so we can see them. And I might try the Fenty foundation on top, the soft lit, so we can see them together and we can see how they both work. So you may be interested in that review when I do it. But yes, that is an absolute yes from me. They look gorgeous and they sound really, really, really interesting. And I love the look of the way it swirls around inside the bottle. Fenty grabbed me easily with everything they do. But these really do interest me. I do apologise about the sound in the background. My sons are dealing with a shopping delivery which has just arrived and they can't really be quiet doing that, so I do apologise. But I do believe that's actually the last thing I've got to show you, so you won't have to tolerate me jabbering away with all of these noise and bags and things you can hear going on in the background there. So that is actually the end of my video. I really hope you have found this helpful. I would love to hear back from you on everything I've shown you today or talk to you about today. What are your thoughts on them? What do you think you want me to review for you? What is on your list? What is on your wish list? What do you think is terrible, great, boring, exciting? Whatever your thoughts are, I would absolutely love to hear them, and I really appreciate feedback because it helps me choose what to purchase for the channel that's going to be of benefit to you essentially. So I really do appreciate any feedback you can give me there. But anyway, I'm going to go before you hear any more of this background noise, and I really, really do hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please do hit the like button and the subscribe button if you can, if you're not subscribed. But if you're already subscribed, I'm ever so grateful for you being here at the end of another review, and I really hope to see you all again for my next one. Take care everybody, bye!